Hey chat, it's nice to see another review. This time of Thor, the Mighty Avenger Staff Strikes Sif. So there you go. So this is Sif, obviously the friend of Thor, and friends of the Warrior 3. So she is an extremely hard figure to find, considering the Thor toy line just really did a crappy job releasing their toys, and she's part of the 4th wave, which hasn't hit stores at all. But crazy enough, I happened to find the 4th wave in my Toys R Us. I only saw it once. No other store has gotten it, but for some reason I found it, which is pretty crazy. I found it like right when the DVD got released. So when I found it there, I got hope that, oh geez, they've started to release some of their figures. I'm so excited. I went to a couple more places and nobody else had the other waves of Thor. So it was just a fluke that I found it. It's not like they're going to start releasing it, which is a shame. The only thing I will say is Targets seem to have started kind of slowly releasing Wave 2. As far as Wave 3, I've never seen in the stores. I've never heard of anybody seeing in the stores. And maybe one person a month maybe gets one of the figures from Wave 3 and puts it on eBay. It's just Wave 3 is one of the hardest figures to find in a toy line, because I'm a big fan of the King Loki and the King LaFay. I've been really excited to get them, and it's almost impossible, like physically impossible to get them, because the very few have been put on eBay, and forget about finding them in stores. So really, the Thor toy line, the toys are great, the toy line sucks. They really did a horrible job distributing the toys, and they could have made a lot more money, but whatever. Okay, a little ranting, some of my anger issues with Thor, but let's just get on to this toy. So Staff Strikes Sif, very cool. You go in the back here, we've got the rest of the assortment: the Sorcery Fury Loki, the Inferno Destroyer, and Axe Attack Thor. Cool. So this wave really is just all repaints. She's like the only new sculpt in this wave, which is a shame because they had all of Wave 4 at my Toys R Us, but she was the only one that I wanted, so I didn't get any other figures. But she's a nice sculpt, yeah, so it's pretty decent. She's a good figure. The figure itself is really nice. The sculpt, the whole body, and the paint is beautiful. They did a great job with it. The paint that they chose for it was fantastic, and the paint apps are quite exquisite. They don't seem to have any problems, which is really nice. This whole kind of cape back here is soft rubber plastic. I like the whole sculpt. The whole sculpt of her is really great. My issues lie in the head sculpt. It doesn't look very much like the movie person that played Sif in the movie. I don't know. It's not very accurate. Maybe it's just me, but I really just don't see the accuracy. Like when you're looking at it from the back with her hair and everything, she looks so much like the person in the movie, and then you flip it to the face and it's not very movie accurate, at least to me. I don't think that it resembles the person in the movie very much. But it's a toy. Obviously on your shelf it's going to be hard to see that, so it won't really matter. Their swords are cool. They're white. The blades are white, which I don't understand. But otherwise it's painted pretty nicely, but they do morph. As you can see, this one is totally going to the right, which just looks really bad. And then her sword over here totally morphed. And I know there's that trick where you dip it in hot water and then freeze it, and then you can put it to where you want it, but I don't deal with that kind of stuff, so I wish that they just did it right the first time. Wish they did a little bit harder plastic. I know safety issues, but just a bit harder plastic, just so it doesn't morph like this. Her legs and just the whole articulation and the morphing in her legs kind of going outward, don't allow her to stand up great. She falls every now and then. I think in 2 reviews now I have said that Sif has fallen behind me, because she falls a lot, which, yeah, it's a shame, but there's nothing you can do. She's got kind of skinnier legs, and just the whole joints and the kind of weakness in the joints, like the soft rubber plastic for the double hinge. See how much you can move that leg? Yeah, it shouldn't be like that, so that's why she's not getting supported very nicely. Articulation is very nice. She's got a ball jointed neck, ball hinge shoulders, ball hinge elbows, swivel wrist, swivel at the upper torso, ball hinge thighs with thigh swivel, except the ball hinge is really hindered because this is soft rubber plastic, and there's no like cut in it at all, so you can't move it. So not a lot of posing for her. You can really just keep her like this. Double hinge knees and a hinge swivel ankle. So overall articulation's good, just hindered at the thighs there, and that's about my only gripe with articulation, but overall it's pretty nice. She holds her accessories very nice. The accessories are cool, but they morph, which really makes them look bad. And they're white. The white is kind of unique, but it's not very accurate, I don't think. But she looks like a toy because of her sword is like all bent out of shape. It just looks horrible. But overall, she's a decent figure. Since she's so hard to find in the stores and everything, I'm not gonna say go out and just buy her online. You know, just save your money if you see her in the stores. Considering that she's a decent figure and she's very hard to get, I do recommend picking her up. I did it, so it's definitely possible to find her. But overall, she's decent. Don't run out and spend 4 times as much as she would be in the stores for her on eBay. But if you see her in the stores, definitely get her. Even full retail, just definitely get her, I'd say. So there you go. Especially if you have the Warriors 3, because she looks nice with them and the original Loki and like Thor, that whole group. I do have right now that whole group. And they look nice together, they really do. So there you go. Hopefully this isn't the last Thor review. Hopefully I can get the King Loki and King Lafay off of eBay, although nobody has them on eBay right now. So I might never get those figures, but I really hope I do. I'm willing to spend much more than they are worth in the stores to get them, but just nobody's selling them. It doesn't matter how much money I'm willing to spend on them, but what are you going to do? So there you go. So that's my review of Thor, the Mighty Avenger, Staff Strike Sif. Very nice. Thanks for watching.